we're going to do a little talking about the national anthem issue, players protesting, all that stuff. I'm going to just go ahead and wade in with my own opinion. You don't have to agree, obviously, free country, but that's why I decided to weigh in on these issues, people. So, first off, when it comes to respecting the flag, disrespecting the flag, a lot of people don't know the violations of the flag. And kneeling and standing isn't one of them. Wearing things on your shirt, anything sewn on, wearing anything with the American flag design on is actually a violation. And most of these people that I know that are complaining about these people kneeling have done that at some point, whether it be Labor Day, Memorial Day, Veterans Weekend, 4th of July. There's people wearing apparel that shows like the United States flag. That's actually officially disrespecting the flag according to the flag handbook. So maybe people should think before they start talking about what is disrespectful to the flag. Secondly, when you have the President of the United States out there telling people how they should run their business and that people should be fired for expressing their beliefs and for expressing their own opinions, that's actually a violation of the Constitution, of the First Amendment. So Donald Trump is promoting the violation of the Constitution. So that's where you get into some very hairy territory. The president should not be telling people how to run their business, number one. And number two, he's telling these people and a lot of people donated him a ton of money. So that was a big thing. But he's telling them to violate the Constitution. So it was really nice to see the country come together. Now, there was a lot of people still, obviously, that find these players being disrespectful, and it is disrespectful of the military, it's disrespectful of the flag, and all that. One, guys, the kneeling has nothing to do with the military. It has nothing to do with the national anthem. That's not what's going on here. You're confusing what's going on. They are kneeling during the national anthem in protest of how they're being treated by police officers, how being treated in school, in the school system. They're basically social indifference is what they're protesting. They're not getting the same treatment that this country supposedly promises. So that's why it makes sense for them, in their eyes and in my eyes, to kneel, because they're saying, hey, this flag is supposed to represent something, but right now it's not. It's not doing that. And that's not a shot at the military. That's a shot at the people in this country, that we need to do better as a whole and treat everybody equal. That is what their message is. And if you confuse it, that's on you. That's not on them. But we need people to understand why they're protesting. They're not protesting because they don't love the military. They're not protesting because they don't love this country. No, it's because they love this country that they're protesting. They're actually using their constitutional right to peacefully protest. This is exactly how you're supposed to protest. Now, what I also find amusing in a sad way is that when they protest in any other way, every way that they try to protest, they've been, it's wrong. When they were protesting in Charlottesville, the right-wing people were saying how they're protesting is wrong there. When they were protesting at Trump rallies, that was wrong too. So how is a black person supposed to protest that is okay with you? So they can't do it during the national anthem. They can't do it at any event. Where is it they're supposed to protest? Are they supposed to protest in their own house? Are they supposed to protest in their own yard? Sorry, guys, but that's not what a protest is. That's not what a real protest is. Your point of a protest is to get your message heard, to get spotlight. And to do it during the national anthem, that's going to create spotlight. And it's a great way to intertwine the issue of saying, hey, this country isn't living up to what it's supposed to be. So people need to stop misinterpreting the point of them kneeling and maybe learn about the issue, listen to them, and find out why they're doing what they're doing. It's been going on now for a year, and still way too many people don't get what's going on. They just, all they see is somebody kneeling during the national anthem, and they're immediately going to disrespecting of the flag. And it's not the case, folks. That's not the case. Veterans fought for them to be able to do that. Like people like my folks, they fought and still do defend the right for people to take a knee or to walk the streets and hold signs because it's part of the Constitution. Nowhere in the Flag Code of Conduct does it state that kneeling or standing or sitting is offensive or disrespectful to the flag or to the country. So that's something that's just been made up by people. We've just been doing it. So they've been trying their best to get people to hear their message that, hey, black people are being pulled over in a lot more frequent manner than people that are white. And it's not fair. It's not right. People judge a person just because they're black, and they may not even know that they're doing it, but a lot of people are. And it's time that things change. And when we're seeing the videos that we're seeing of unarmed black people being killed, it's just wrong. When I hear this, just comply, that is the dumbest shit ever. In a lot of these videos, they are complying, first off. But even when they're not armed. You have tasers, you have clubs, you have 5 to 10 cops at every scene. And, there's other ways to handle it. If you have a taser and you have 6 cops with a taser, you could render any man not a threat really quick. They also have this thing called non-lethal bullets. I don't know why we're not using these more often. And cops are being trained to shoot to kill. Basically, shoot first, ask later. In 2017, that doesn't work. Honestly, it didn't work in 1917, but it is what it is. But in 2017, we know better, and it should not be going on, period. So it is time we get our act together, become the country we can be, and so these people can get off their knees and stand, or whatever whatever they choose to do. They don't have to do whatever you want them to do. Again, no one's saying you have to agree with it, but you have to respect their right to do it. That's where this all goes. You have to respect their right to peacefully protest. You may not like how they're doing it. Hey, your choice. That's on you. That's fine. But when you condemn them for it, or say that they should lose their job, or that their opinions are less important because of what they're doing, now that's when you're in the wrong, and that's when you are a problem, and you are trying to violate these people's constitutional right. So that's my whole opinion on this, guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. What do you think about what's all going down? Comment down below. That's probably all I got to say. Thanks, guys. Peace.